Good evening and welcome to another IADC update. This evening we are starting off here at the Argyle Village, and boy, are things moving. Things are really moving. Everything's shaping up nicely over here. I have with me again this evening Erasto Robertson. He is really leading on this project here on the ground, and he has an entire team of guys from the forestry department with him. Of course, he's from National Parks, but he's leading the forestry department on this one. So Erasto, I see things have been really moving. I see 4 huts already covered, looking really nice, and the challenge behind us, well, what you had deemed the challenge before, that is shaping up nicely. Tell us how things are going right now for you and the team.
Yes, Jennifer, thank you for another visit, and we think that things are going pretty fine at this time, and I'm glad that you're here today when everybody is here. Yeah, we have Philmo Lynch here today, who is leading the forestry team. We have Bortram, we have Harvey, we have Joseph, and we have this man we call Moxie. Everybody, you notice, cleaning, barking rafters and stuff like that. We are taking the final go at this, which seemed earlier to be a challenge. It's now turning out to be exciting stuff, and we're really happy that we at this point. In the next 2-3 weeks, we'll be complete for sure. Yeah.
All right. Now, in a while, we're gonna get to meet everybody, all the guys behind. You know, find out a little bit more about them and how they're enjoying the work. Because of course, this is like a first intervention to recreate a Argyle village. But the material that you have on the ground, you have been going here and everywhere to get this material. Has that challenge, has it become a little bit easier for you, or is it still difficult going to get the material to finish this house?
Actually, going for the material is not a challenge. It's fun because we deal with people who are very much at home in the forest. Okay. So getting in the forest is not at all a problem. We've had to go to the coastal areas, like we've been to Pittitan, that is somewhere close to Cumberland, a day in the week. Last week, 2 days, we spent 2 days in Hermitage gathering this material. And it was real good weather, so it was fun, and we had the fullest cooperation of the forestry team in Cumberland, so that was extremely good for us as well. So we've been getting through fairly all right. It's a bit of it's not a walk in the park, it's some walk, but we enjoying it.
All right, well, that's the most important thing. Once you enjoy what you do, it doesn't seem as difficult, you know. But the house that you're building behind here, this is the men's house.
The tabouille.
The tabouille, the biggest house here on the ground. Yeah. Give us some dimensions. How large is this one?
Wow, it's about 18 feet wide. It's about 35 feet long, and it's about 15 or so feet high. Okay. It's oblong, and we'll be having 4 doors instead of the 1 door as you would have seen in the other houses, and it's a bit of a work. We will have to do quite some trips to get Rosa to cover this, but we think we're doing fine. It seems as if here was where most of the men and the boys spend a lot of time doing stuff, learning skills and stuff like that. So we're hoping that we're doing justice to the ancestors, the way that we're going to put it right. We're making every effort to get it right, and up until now we're pretty confident that things are working out fine with us.
Yeah, it's important to get it right. Now, as we look around here, we notice that the houses are on the fringes, more on the edge, and we have an entire very large area in the middle here. Any idea the history why it is like this, and what would in the middle here be used for?
Okay, well, just like every other community, there's a meeting place, and these days we have what we call community centers. Each constituency has a learning resource center. Well, the center here is really the learning resource center. Here's where when they had guests, you meet the guests. When they had games, they had games in the center. For the absence of the correct name, we'll call it a plaza for now. Okay. So we will be having an oblong plaza in the middle here, and we're hoping to harden it so that even in wet conditions, that
It's usable.
it's usable. And each of these houses, you notice all the doors facing this side, facing the taboo. That was the practice. So each of these houses would be connected with a little footpath to the plaza. So you'll be moving even in the wettest of conditions. You should be able to move comfortably from one house to another and stuff like that.
Okay. Now you mentioned earlier that within another 2 or 3 weeks you should be finished with this house. What's the next step in the construction of this village?
Right, there's a little work left to be done with the slope. We have to stabilize the slope. We would have already planted some pandana earlier. Most of it has taken to growth, but some we'll have to replace. Some didn't make it, so that we'll have to do. And the entire compound needs to be organized properly. There needs to be some selective grass planted and stuff like that. And then I guess we'll be looking forward to the fencing and the other aspect where we would have the visitor center erected and stuff like that.
So we still have some additional work to come, but this is the main thing, and this is almost to where we need to have it.
Right. We actually at the fourth stage, when we would have completed this fourth stage, then we go into the preparation of the ground. Then we have the building of the visitor center and so forth. But it's important that these places won't exactly bare as it is now. So we need to put in some trees. We need to put in these folks. They had the crops going. We need to have some cassava going, some ruco. We need to put some stuff in. So that is another aspect that we'll have to be working on. That garden, that food garden, and the number of trees that played a very important part in the lives of these people. Like we hoping that we could have a silk cotton tree. We hoping that we could have some of these trees that meant a lot to these people, All
right. Well, at the end of the day, we are hoping to have a real, authentic Kaya village right here in St. Vincent and Negril. It's really going to add to the tourism product. I mean, you remember the other day we brought the folks from Qatar here, and they were so pleased, so impressed with what they were seeing. And I am sure if they get a chance to come back to St. Vincent, they're going to come back to visit this site, because it really left an impression on them. They were pleased, and on the other folks who we have brought over here so far to see what is happening. This is good stuff, Erasto, and I thank you for being involved and for being so committed. We're gonna go now to some of the guys to find out who they are, what part they are playing in this, and how they feel about the work that they're doing right now. All right, we're going to have a chat with some of these guys who are working here. They have been working here for weeks, and these are the guys who go into the forest to source the material and come back here, do all this backing and setting up. Good evening, guys. Yeah, who do I have here first? What's your name?
Philmo Lynch, Forestry Department.
Philmo Lynch. Philmo, how long have you been working on this project?
Approximately 2 months now.
Wow. Are you enjoying the work?
I'm very excited about this job.
Really? Why are you so excited?
Because this is a tradition which I was looking forward for a long time. I've never seen this sort of, project before, and I'm very proud that I'm being part of this project.
You've had to learn the skills to do this?
Actually, I've learned the skill to do this.
You learned from Rasto? Or some of the other guys who were here before?
No, from Rasto.
From Rasto. All right, he's a good teacher. Now, what is your part in all of this? What do you do exactly?
Well, actually, as I said, I'm from the Forestry Department. I'm heading the Montreal crew. I'm supervising this crew. I help to go and collect the materials and so on, and that's it.
All right. Now, who we have here with us?
Bertram Davis.
Bertram. Are you enjoying the work?
Yeah, very first time, and I one day come right down to this.
You were the very first one?
Yeah.
So you were here with Dr. Hoagland and company?
All of them, yeah.
And you learn all the skill?
Yeah, so from there I'll go on to this.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're looking forward to the completion?
Yeah, true.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Bertram.
Yeah.
We appreciate the work that you're doing. Yeah, what's your name?
I'm Joseph Lewis.
Joseph Lewis, where are you from?
Richland Park.
Richland Park. And you're stationed at Montreal as well?
Yes, please.
Okay, how are you enjoying this work?
Well, good so far.
You think it's going to help our tourism?
Yes.
If you traveled and you heard about a place like this, you think you would want to see it?
Yes, I will.
All right, well, Bertram, and Joseph, sorry. Thank you for the work that you're doing.
Okay.
Thanks, Joseph. Okay, we have one more guy over here, and he's laboring. He's really laboring. You the backer? You the chief backer?
Yeah, please.
Yeah? All right, now, why you turn around so they could see your face? What's your name?
My name is Renal Warren.
Renal, where are you from?
I'm from Richland Park.
Richland Park. Everybody here from Richland Park? Yeah. Ah, this is the Richland Park crew. All right. Now, what part are you playing in all of this?
Well, going to the forest, picking out where wood we need, and come back, get them by the roadside, the van bring them here, so we're getting them back off now.
Has it been difficult for you?
Not really. I like the sport of it.
Ah,
Yeah.
you enjoy this. See, that makes all the difference. What you enjoying, what you're doing, it's not difficult, is it?
Yeah.
No. And now you're doing all of this backing. You're helping to put up the structure as well?
Yeah, well, I did here from since they start with
From
that
the
one.
first one?
Yeah.
So you have all the experience?
Yes, please. Yes.
So very soon you're going to be training the younger people?
Well, so far.
All right. Well, because we have seen so many of these grow up where we lacked the expertise before, we now have it. So you guys could pass on this skill, yeah?
Yes, please. Yes,
All
please.
right.
All right.
Thank you very much, Renal. Now there's one other gentleman here. He doesn't like TV. He likes radio. Let me disturb you a bit. What's your name?
Alban Thomas.
He is Alban Thomas, and he has a lovely smile for TV, Yes, Alban, how are you enjoying this work? Are you enjoying it?
Yes, so far, so good. It's good.
What do you think about what they're constructing here?
This is a good site. I may figure in later future they should build more of this and encourage the young people them to take part in this kind of thing that they're doing here. I find this is a good idea.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, because I start from the one,
You were here from the one?
From the one, from that
Okay.
one, to that.
Wow. And you ain't weary yet?
Nah, when this done. When this one is
understand.
finished, I tell me go really.
Okay. Well, it is good that the work that you guys are doing, and you guys are like so skilled. You go into the forest, you harvest the wood, and you come back here, you back, and you have to set up the thing. I mean, this is an all-purpose screw.
No,
Yes.
Starting when you watch what the first folks was doing,
Uh-huh.
we say, well, since they decided to do it, we say we know we go to pick out the wood and we to go and start. So at least they say, well, I go ahead. You do your work, you find the wood.
Okay.
So-
Wonderful.
So Rasta two way around and we two Rasta around.
Yes. And you're enjoying your work.
Ele two around for find the wood is good, it's good.
And you get, well, like me, coming over here to talk to you, I'm hearing names of places in St. Vincent that I've never even heard before. So I'm learning too, So it's a learning process for everybody.
You see the next time you are coming back to interview, we'll get something for what you learn.
You want some water? All right. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us, and keep up the good work. You're doing really, really good work, and we appreciate it. We're gonna move from here and continue going around the site. I think I'm gonna run that new road that we just constructed right around the airport. Everybody's talking about it, how beautiful it is. I'm gonna see what all the excitement is all about and bring it to you. So don't go away. We're gonna come right back. Thank you so much for staying with us. We are on our final leg today, and yes, I did promise that we were going to run the entire length of the road. That's the new road coming around the airport perimeter fence, and we started in at the Moncook area. So from Moncook area coming in, that's the entrance. We have seen that the entire area right in to just on top the hill at our foothill there, just above the stone crusher. We have seen that all those areas have been asphalted. As we came around just above the stone crusher area, we know that the asphalt is not yet on the road there, but the granular base is there, and so the bitumen also spread there all the way around to this area right in front the stone crusher, where it reconnects to the road going down to Warco in front of the old sugar mill. So all of this remains to be done. That's just above the stone crusher, right to this very area where we are standing, and very soon we will see the asphalt being placed there. Now they also have some other work going on the road, that they're putting in the drains, so they're doing some form work there, boxing, so that the drains can go in. So the road is not completed as yet. I know that there are some people driving on the road, they're using it, but it is not officially open for you. So if you can resist going on that road, that'll be really helpful right now, because folks are still working there and the road is not yet complete. It is not officially open. So we are really asking if you can resist using it for the time being and allow the guys who are working there to finish off. It will be finished very, very soon. Also on the other end, which is the northern end of the runway in front of the Argyle Primary School, I know that that entire road is asphalted, and they have put in what looks like a bridge is in, so persons who are using that can cross with some measure of comfort. But just in front of the bridge, they are doing some additional work, so that too, for the time being, you can continue to use the access road going across the runway and allow all of these other roads that will soon be the permanent roads to be fully completed. So that is all we have for you today. I trust that you have enjoyed the program and that it was quite informative. Until next time, we will see you again. Good night.